Okay, so now we're gonna wear, or not try to wear, my bad, mask at Walmart. They say it's mandatory, but I don't think anyone's even checking. These are, let's see what happens. Doesn't look like anyone's saying anything. So much for mandatory. So what's mandatory? Nothing. Walked right into Walmart, nothing's mandatory. Everything's fake. Nothing's mandatory anywhere. Where's the security telling me it's mandatory in Walmart? Nowhere. But of course, everyone got the memo that you're going to wear a mask here. Oh, look, there's an Asian guy with no mask. Good for him. Good for him. %99 of the people are wearing it. Not everybody. It's funny. He's not wearing it. He's not wearing it. So mandatory masks are all BS everywhere. They say it's mandatory, but really, nothing's mandatory. It's all garbage. So I thought it was mandatory to wear masks in here.
Yeah.
I walked in, everybody's walking in.
Well, I just came back from my coffee.
That's good though, nobody wants to wear masks. I think it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. How do you feel about enforcing rules that make absolutely no sense? I know it's just your job and I'm not trying to give you a hard time, but don't you think it's a little bit ridiculous?
Actually, I've been wearing these type of masks since the epidemic started back in February.
How many people have died in British Columbia for it to be an epidemic?
Well,
you know how many people died?
If you wear a mask, we're not going to have any.
How many people? I'm not trying to start trouble. I'm just wondering how many people died in BC? 200. That's like one person a day. Is that a pandemic?
Well, in the world, yeah, it's a pandemic. But
600,000 people died in all of the world. How many people die from the flu every year? And they've never required us to wear a mask since you've been born. I've been born. It's stupid.
I know, but the thing is, like, if you wear a mask, we're going to keep the number low.
Okay. How about next year when this is all over and there's the flu every year that kills about?
If it's over.
So we're going to wear a mask forever? Like, what do you think in your own mind? So do you think we're going to...
Bye-bye.
You want to take a vaccine from Bill Gates, though? He's the one who's funding everything. A computer programmer is going to fund a vaccine that's supposed to eliminate everything. And if the vaccine works as well as a regular flu vaccine, it's between 30 to 50% effective. Just trying to give you some information.
But I'm just saying.
No, I know you're doing your job, and I don't want to really give you a hard time. And if I was in your position, I'd do the same thing. I just think all this mandating masks it's ridiculous. And I have to remember, it's 6-7 months later. Yeah. Why didn't they let us do this in the beginning if it's a pandemic? Stupid, right? And I know you guys are doing your job. It's weird. It doesn't really make much sense. And then my kids got to go to school wearing a mask. And but not even all the grades, just grade 6 and above. Like you start looking at everything, nothing really makes too much sense. But anyways, you guys have a good day. I know you have a job to do. I don't want to give you too much of a hard time. You too, buddy. All the best to you, my friend. I just walked in, I didn't even wear a mask. The whole thing's just ridiculous in my opinion. Like, it's just out of control. Like, we're gonna walk around wearing masks outside until next year. We don't even know when this whole thing's gonna end. It is, exactly. So you understand. But there's so many people who don't get this situation. It's sad to see people.
Take your rights a little bit at a time, but take your rights.
Yeah. And then people are like, what's the big deal? It's just a mask. But pretty soon you're not going to be able to come in here without taking a vaccine. That's the problem.
That's the next thing.
It's exactly the next thing. And you can't go on planes, you can't go on the SkyTrain, you can't go shopping. We're going to be stuck in our homes because we don't want to take a vaccine that's between 30 and 50% effective. Like, when does it end, right? Anyways, you have yourself a good day, sir. Thank you. See, some people get it. A lot of people don't want to get it. If you're wearing a mask in public, you're part of the problem. You think you're doing yourself a favor, but at the end of the day, you're not doing anyone a favor. All you're doing is helping to instill control. All you're doing is helping to instill control. None of this stuff is possible without you following those orders. And I don't want to give people a hard time, but I'm gonna gotta keep hammering you about this stuff, because it's not just a mask. It's just a mask right now, and pretty soon, oh, it's just a vaccine, and pretty soon I can't go anywhere because everybody thinks, oh, it was just a mask, what's the big deal? Mandatory mask equals mandatory vaccine. But as you've seen, as you guys have seen for yourself, I walked into Walmart here in Surrey, no problem. So really, is it mandatory? Not as mandatory as you think. If you have a little bit of pushback, you can even just lie and say you have asthma or whatever, and at the end of the day, they're not going to, most of these companies, most of these workers aren't going to enforce. They don't want to get into an argument with people, mostly. If it gets to that, then just leave or whatever, right? But you really do need to push back, because if you don't push back now, then when are you going to push back? Are you going to push back when there's mandatory vaccines and you can't go to Walmart because you want to save some money? When's the time that you're going to stand up? Better now than later, in my opinion. And I don't like to confront people and stuff like that. I've never done this in the past, but I don't know. For me, this is what I call my line in the sand. I'm kind of just done with this whole bullshit scenario, as you guys have seen in this video. Anyways, have a good day. Thank you for watching it. Please share this information. Start standing up for your rights. It might not seem like a big thing, but like I said, masks will lead to vaccines, and you're losing more and more of your rights. And I'm probably not going to be able to get on a plane for a very long period of time until enough people stand up and say, you know what, F this crap. I'm not going to follow any more orders. If everyone says, no, I don't want to do it, all these corporations start losing money, you'll see how quick they change their policies. It's all about money for these people, and that's the only thing they understand is money. Anyways, talk to you soon.